Hi, people. Wow, breeze is blowing pretty good. My face feels cold, and it shouldn't be that cold yet. But I guess it should. We're into October, aren't we? Gee willikers. Because in some places they'll be getting snow before you know it. They might already have it. Oh. Yeah, those trees don't look as full because they're losing leaves. You know, the evergreens won't, but there's a lot of trees up there that have leaves. They're not evergreens. And I have to remember to walk slow. So, I always forget to say it, so I'm going to say it again. If I did say it, sorry. It's October 3rd, 2024. I wonder if you could see that if I tried to take a picture. Nancy took a picture and it worked, but she knew what she was doing. I tried to take a picture of Mount Rainier several times and it would not show up. But it's huge. It's a lot bigger than what I remember. Let me see if you can see it. Can you see way up there? See the difference? There's snow on that mountain, actually. Like I said, some places might not ever went away. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going around the block. I'm wearing my bandana, not because I have a headache. I don't have a headache today like I usually do when I have my bandana on. Well, actually, usually it starts out that way. I have a headache and then I'm afraid to take it off. You know, once I got my headache under control, it's like, no, I'm not taking my brain cozy away. I'm going to keep it on. Well, today is because I'm having a bad hair day. And I just couldn't get it to work. So I said, oh, I'll just go get a bandana. Maybe that'll help. So I guess it's true. It's not always a case of a headache. I did think about going over there to that building and seeing if they need help. But I don't want to have to be tied to a job. However, it's just going to be really nice someday soon. I'm going to get in my car and just go. Just don't know where. I know that there's some places I'd like to go, and I'd rather have company than be by myself, but you know, hey. And what I'm trying to say is, you know, like for driving, I cannot drive and stay awake unless I'm prepared with something that's going to keep my attention. If it doesn't keep my attention, I'm in trouble, because I will be asleep and then I will be in a major accident unless I'm lucky enough to just drive off the road and stay without toppling over or hitting somebody. So it's really against the rules. I can't drive distances by myself. It was hard for me to even drive the 4 hours from here to Dad's without falling asleep. And I had my snacks to be chomping on, but you know, I didn't have the radio. I didn't have the engagement. I didn't have, I think his car does have a CD player, but the point is, I didn't have any kind of entertainment to keep me awake, really, because I didn't know anything about the radio. I didn't know how to make it work. Anyway, so it pays to know how to do that. But no, I just need to do like I used to do, except for I don't know how. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if you can do that on Pandora, but then how do you get Pandora if there's no internet? no Wi-Fi. You're driving across country and you don't have Wi-Fi. I guess if you have data, I don't know how much data that would use to play a book. Because I could play an Audible book, except I don't have it. In other words, I don't have that subscription or whatever you might call that. For some reason, I'm not remembering that cement right there, but I'm sure it had to have been there. It's definitely been there. This is that yard with the real tall grass before. I mean, it still looked really good. Just was taller than it should be. It's nice. But I just didn't remember that cement casing going around it. It's because I didn't pay attention. They got a nice covered deck with lights and stuff. A pergola. So I don't think it's a pergola because I think it's got a roof. I probably didn't say pergola right. But it's similar to that thing over there, except for that it has open holes. In other words, you build yourself a... I don't know why they do it like that. The sun can get through, but it's not as bad as if it was nothing there. Then you can hang plants from it, and you can hang curtains from it, and all that kind of stuff, but the air will still get through it. So maybe that's why they did it. I don't know. It was on those home improvement shows, where they go in and they create a space. They use pergolas. And I always thought about, the roof, so you don't have rain. But that wasn't the purpose of a pergola, I guess. Someone over there singing, just like I do. Working in the yard, singing. Maybe they got earphones in, so they have something good to sing to. So I've got those earbuds. And surely if they're earbuds and they're working on Bluetooth so you can hear your radio, you would still have to have Wi-Fi, wouldn't you? Okay, I made it around the block once, I think. I'm gonna go again. Do 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 do. Yeah, your emotions can get the best of you. I find myself being emotional too. That's what happens sometimes when you love somebody. Emotions get involved. Because that's what it's all about, right? Yeah. I do have a hard time controlling myself. It's like I don't have that, what do you call it? Filter? There's a filter that stops you from saying things. I don't seem to have that. So I have to work on that. A little late in life to be working on that. But some people don't have a filter. And I think it kind of runs in my family. So, I don't know. Just saying. Pardon that pun, because that's what it is just saying. Saying the obvious, Sometimes it's not obvious to the person involved. But when you can stand outside and look in, then it's easier to see. I wrote that in a paper once. It's easy to see the faults that lie in me. Because I know what they are. You looking at me don't know. But me going through it, I know. What was I trying to say? Yes, I'm all-knowing. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not. Puts you in a real weird place. The not knowing. Looking at trees. Pretty blue skies, but there was a trail, and that plane is leaving a trail. You probably cannot see it. It's very light, but it's dissipating. See, it's not near as long as those ones that go clear across the sky. However, I am seeing some. Seems like I'm seeing something on the other end of that one. Something left behind. Doesn't make sense because it looks like it went up above and into the clouds, but what it's doing is leaving the clouds. I don't think you can see it. There's that little teeny streak that's leaving that bunch of clouds, going up into the blue sky. And then if you look far, it might be the one that's left over from that. And that almost looks like it's not going across, but straight up. You probably cannot see it. And see, there goes a plane with nothing. That's a little plane, but it has no tail. Only the tail of the plane. Weird, huh? The tail, you can see it so good. It almost looks like a guitar. And then it's going up into nothingness, but it's blue sky. So unless that's a heavy haze, there ain't nothing. And there's a plane way over there. No tail. No chemical trail is what I'm talking about. Do 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 do. La 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 la. You're so far away. Hey. Yeah, I'm walking in the street. I'm looking in the sky. I'm not talking to trees. Not today, anyway. These trees are not as personable. I mean, they're decorative and stuff, but the trees on Dad's Street were different. One was, I don't know what kind of tree Matilda was, but it was a pine tree of a sort. And they had trimmed her, so down at the bottom she didn't have stuff, but she was a perfect Christmas tree type deal, shape, you know. Just really healthy and beautiful. And her pine needles were green, but then on the tips they were brown. Somewhere they were brown. Because I'm thinking also I saw on her new growth, just like on I'm going to compare it to a marijuana plant. Okay, I don't know about these other plants, but it seems to me as the plant is growing, when new growth happens, it's real green. So I remember seeing the green on the tips where the new growth was. So I don't know where the brown was, but that was brown. And I'm not going back to Kennewick to find out. Maybe I'll have to go back into some of my videos and look at it. Because I took videos of Matilda. And I named another tree Bella, because she was beautiful. Okay, I gotta walk back. I don't want to get too far. I guess I could go down this street. I'll go this way. What street am I on? I'm on Lane, Lane Boulevard. Lane Boulevard. Now see that tree? It's going up, but it's crooking over, and then it's got all the branches heading over the road. Tripping. As long as they're up in the air, then that'll give a little shade sometime. Maybe not though, because the shade is coming from this direction. It's just weird. Hi, tree. Okay, I started talking to a tree. That was for my sister, the one who tried to listen to my video but quit when I started talking to trees. I'm sure that must have been Matilda I was talking to, because she's usually the one I did. I liked her enough I gave her a name, and I talked to her all the time. And whether you want to believe it or not, these trees are alive, even though we can't communicate with them. I mean, some people can. I don't know how, but I think if I talk to it, maybe it can understand me, even though I can't understand it. Knock that thing over. Okay, I guess I should show you. Can you see? It's an electrical box. Pretty sure that's an electrical box. Do, 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 do. Hey, hey, you're so far away. Hey. I thought she was waving at me and she was just talking with her hands. Lady over here. So I waved. My body. Oh, there's another pine tree. Not pine tree, palm tree. It's another spike that I've spotted. This is a block I haven't walked down before. Okay. That is a palm tree, right? Can you see it? I can't tell what you see when I turn the phone around. Okay. Wonder how far I've been able to go. Let me see. Can I see? I can't see. I better see. Okay, 17 minutes. 17.27. That's what it was. Anyway, just try to walk. That's pretty grass. Someone has planted some new grass there. Okay, how do you get that down? You have to get a ladder. You know what? You could probably get a broom. See the ball up there? There was a ball up there on the roof, and it stuck right there on the drain. The gutter. But yeah, if you had a broom or a mop or something, you could turn upside down. Anyway, with your height and your arms extension and the broomstick, you can get it down. You wouldn't have to have a ladder. All right, so here's some nice clover. It's all pretty green. Not pretty. And there's some pretty green going through here, but just a little. All these places need to be roughed up and some new grass thrown in. And some water. Okay, here's those windbreak trees, and also privacy trees. See these windbreak trees when you got... My mom and dad had a piece of property in Perryton that had a whole line of them. I think they had about 9 acres, but I can't remember. But there was a whole long line of trees that were windbreaks. And you needed that, because the wind blows pretty hard there. Especially when you're out away from the buildings, you know. So that's the deal with my property. Is you don't have buildings and you don't have trees. You don't have anything to block the wind. And it can be pretty fierce. Really need to secure my building. My trailer. I have a 17, let's see. 14 by 74, okay? And it says it's a manufactured home, and there's a difference between mobile homes and manufactured. It's a 1980, but it needs to be on a foundation. Otherwise, it needs to be secured. They got ways to do that, but it's not easy. Twist these, I bought them, but we never did do it. I think he tried, it was just too hard. Anyway, it's like a corkscrew thing. You have to screw it in, screw it in, screw it in. Depending on the length, you get it for all over the place. But I know we had at least, I think we might have got 4, and we were going to do that camp trailer. It's not really a camp trailer. It was a manufactured home too, but it was a FEMA house. Only 1 bedroom. Then living room and kitchen were together. And then the bathroom was on one end, and the bedroom was on the other. Anyway, I do have to stop now. So I'm just gonna have to break it up and do it in 2s. I'll walk now and I'll walk again later. Problem is, I keep talking, Too many videos. Especially if I'm not talking about something good. I do need to go back and catch up on Ether. I think I read 10 chapters of Ether, and there's 5 more to go. So I should finish that. And I started reading Jesus the Christ. That's way deep. Way, 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 way deep. I did 2 chapters. And the second chapter, I fell asleep twice on camera, but I wasn't about to redo it. So I just let you watch me sleep. It wasn't for very long. But the point is, it's too heavy. It's really, really heavy information. And it, when you give it, okay, I'll just describe it. And maybe some of you will understand, others, it don't really matter, right? But oh, my back. What would be the point? What am I trying to say? Ouch. I had something to say, but I forgot it. Oh. I really did. I forgot it. I do that a lot. Sometimes it'll come right back. Maybe I'll put you on this candle over here. Okay. I gotta pay that bill today. I keep forgetting. It's not just keep forgetting. The weekend comes, and then you can't do it on the weekend, and then you can't do it probably after 5, because I've tried to do that and it won't work because they go home. You know, it's a digital thing. I'm paying it digitally, but I'm not taking care of business like I should. I'm down to just, as far as I know, I've got 2 major bills right now. My chest hurts. And then I've got medical bills too. But, and then I've got the car, the bills that's going to come with the car, and eating, and sleeping. No, just life in general. I do want to go out and venture out. I want to go have an adventure. I want to go up to where I used to live and see if it's still the same. I do need to let me see if my avocado's ready. Okay, I think that one might be. I cut one open yesterday and it just was still hard. So I put it kind of back together. So it don't look very good. But I'm going to take that seed out and still try to eat that. But what I'm going to have to do is make a smoothie. But I can tell that I am hungry. I need to eat. This avocado, I took it out of the fridge yesterday, but it was already soft, kind of, sort of, just the way it's supposed to be. So I am going to see about eating that so that my body doesn't eat me. You know, if you don't give it food, it starts eating itself, I think is what they say. And then I need to have coffee and put some of that MCT oil in it. So that'll probably help too. Are the children home? Who's here? Anyway. Oh, I didn't get a spoon. I need a salt and pepper shaker so I can put my Himalayan pink salt in it. What she's got is grinders. And the stuff that it grinds up is all over the place instead of where you want it. This feels like it might be too damn hard. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad. Where's it at? Okay, here. Let's see. Well, some of it, you know what? Did you know what? I'm gonna cut into it this way. And just see. Put it back on. I've never cut it that way. I don't know that it's done. It's not. It's not done. Damn it. Nothing like ruining your avocado. I'm going to just put it right back on the top like I never cut it. And hope that it doesn't fall off. There, just stay right there. Keep ripening, will ya? Avocados are so good when they're ripe. But if it's not ripe, it's going to be crappy. Which is what happened with that other one. So I'm going to have to just sit it up here and hope nobody messes with it. Let's see about this one. I have a little piece. I can eat that. It's just not very good without the salt and pepper either. Gotta be careful. Don't do that. With a sharp knife. Okay. Should just get spooned. Nevertheless, okay. Things to talk about. What would they be? Who goes there? I see. It's Devin. Devin goes there. Okay. Well, this one I tried yesterday and it was really hard. So I'm not sure if it's going to be much better. It's a little better. So now I've got some salt in it. Put some salt in the wound. I'm going to try to have some. pretty good. Even though it didn't look very good, it's not bad. And avocados are good for you. Probably good for you and good for fighting cancer. But you know, those people I've been telling you guys to listen to would be a good idea. Doesn't matter if you have cancer or not. Don't wait, because it's coming for you. It just seems like it, guys, okay? If you live long enough, you're going to die of something. And I have a feeling it's cancer. I don't know how long they used to live. I know in the Bible they lived for years and years and years. But everything was kind of pure back then. You know, it didn't have a lot of chemicals floating up in the air. Waiting for the rain to wash it down to us. Like the chemtrails. But I wasn't even thinking about those. Every time they blow off a bomb, it's not just falling down on the ground. I believe it's going everywhere. Oh, it's over there. I don't think so. I think it's over here too. I bet if they test the air, which they probably already have, they know what's in the air. The air we breathe. That was really good, even though it was done with a sharp knife. Maybe it was better because I did do that. But just be careful. Okay, so now I have the other side. I can't do that. I've been in the habit of smacking it with a knife. And then it's smacking me. It's not very smart. So don't do that. And what I'm doing is pulling the skin away from the seed. So I can get the seed out. I'm not sure it's going to work. Grab it. Somebody's here, so the kids must be home. Calm down over there. Okay. I knew what to do with the seeds. Because, I mean, my daughter grows plants with them. But I'm talking about, you can dry the seed and then slice it up and use it in something. I don't know if you eat it in a salad or, you know, you need to look it up, but I think it's really good for you. So now, yeah, the kids are home. And I'm just going to slice this thing up. Hi, baby. And hi, Lucas. The dog is sure saying hi. He hasn't been out in a while either. I don't know if he needs to go out. Did you guys have a good day?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Did you go somewhere special? You guys went shopping or went to eat somewhere or something?
Shopping.
You went shopping. Okay, that's always fun. As long as you can get what you want. I guess you can't always have what you want. You can have your chair, sweetheart, anytime you're ready. If you need it, I will get up. I'm just going to have this avocado and talking to my camera, chopping up this avocado so it will be better. I gotta get some salt in it. So yeah, if you eat it with salt and pepper, it's really good. Okay. So I'm not doing the pepper, although I should. But I'm not going to do the pepper this time. I'll just leave the pepper alone. I didn't do it last time either. I mean, with the other half. But it definitely needs salt. And you know what? There could be other flavorings you could use, seasonings. The days just fly by. Next thing you know, what's going to happen? I don't know. Okay. I should really have a spoon. I'm doing good though, because this is from yesterday. I opened it up yesterday. And left it on the counter to ripen. I was afraid I was going to have to throw it away. It's pretty good. Who are you booing? Okay. I know. Here I am sitting here eating an avocado and not talking. Just want to make sure I don't hurt myself. Okay. Okie dokie. I can throw that away now. And I guess we can go upstairs. Throw that away. Food is way too hot. So we'll just go up to my room, put the salt away. And actually, I've got to clean the carpet up there. I overpacked my arms the other day. Leaned down to pick up something, and I had coffee in my cup. So I got coffee on the floor. Need to get it cleaned up. Oh my goodness, I am quite warm. Oh, excuse me. I haven't had my fan on in a couple of days. But I have wetness, I have perspiration, whatever you want to call it. I'll probably freeze in a few minutes, but right now I was gonna sit. I better sit before I fall. Okay, let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Got all this stuff in front of the TV, and it's not gonna work. Okay. Oh, nice to sit down. Okay. I was probably sitting down up there, or down there, but I was on a hard chair. All right, I'm going to put this stuff on the bed. Fred. And what did I have? Okay. I wanted to talk about some stuff, but I just need to make some things, and label it for that. That's what I've got to do. Those of you who want to buy a house and you need creative financing, because maybe you got bad credit. Maybe you have no money and you've got to usually have 20% down, and houses cost a bloody fortune these days. So I don't know. I do know, however, start planning now. And then, I don't know if Carleton Sheets training is out there now or not. It might be. But I had Carleton Sheets course on buying real estate with no money down. And so I imagine, it seems to me it should be a part of YouTube. Because, anyway, it was really good. He had some good ideas, some good training. He could have done a little better in certain places, but he did good. And then before he was done, his people that took the course, he offered them a way to partner with him. There's a lot to do involved in getting a house, okay? And then when you're searching for a house, things to look for. And then if you're searching for a house that you need creative financing done, you look for certain things. And one is abandoned properties. You can tell. You'll be driving up and down the street, depending on your pockets. If you got deep pockets, then go for those rich houses, but I wouldn't. I'd be going for the mediocre house, or even the less than mediocre. Because these days, what is mediocre, I really don't know. I do know that there are ways, anyway. Credit cards help if you have room on them, and if you can get the 0% interest for a while, and if you come across a really, really great deal, and you need to come up with some money, then that's one way of doing it. What you do, you look for abandoned properties, things that are not kept up. You know, like the lawn mowing and all that stuff. You can tell when something's not being kept. And you can tell when they're empty, too. So, if a house is empty, what's happening? You've got a house owner that's in foreclosure, or, I mean, what are the different scenarios? You know, you've had to move out for certain reasons. Maybe somebody died even, you know, because that happens too. Estate sales and things. I picked up a house that was on the auction block that was so the elderly couple could go into a nursing home. They had to sell everything they had in order to go in that nursing home. Everything. Everything in the house, and the car, and the house. So auctions are something to look at. But you need to be saving up some money, okay? Don't be spending all your money. Yay, we got all this money coming in, let's go blow it. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. I don't care what age and what bracket you're in, you know, you shouldn't just be blowing your money. Of course, that's me telling someone else what to do with their money. But if you are wanting to buy a house and you can't, you're going to need some cash. You're going to need someone to give you some money. And banks don't have hearts. They really don't. They have a job to do. They'll finance you, and then if you miss a couple payments, you're SOL. All that money you paid on that house is all gone because they're going to take your house away. Now, I'm not sure of the rules. I was thinking, you know, like 2 months and they could give you an eviction notice. There's probably more to it than that. So I really don't know. All I know is I wouldn't want to take a chance on these houses. These days, people are paying $2,500 a month for a house payment. Maybe they're paying $3,000. It depends on the size of house, size of the loan. And you find out when you go to try to get a loan that your credit has something to do with your interest rate that you can have. So, you know, there's all kinds of things. They make it sound really good, and then you get there and it's like, oh. Or like your bank, you know, says, oh. And then you go and they say, oh, well, you don't qualify. Anyway, it's not funny. But the point is there are ways. There are creative ways to buy a house, and it doesn't have to go through a bank. You find someone who owns their house, owns it outright, like me. See, like with my property that I'm selling, I'm the bank. But I haven't got that ad in yet. So I'm in trouble. I need to do that. It's just I don't know how much time is going to happen, and then I'm not sure. Maybe I should. I know I keep talking about that little house. I want to go there and fix it up. I want it to be the cute little cottage that it could be. And then it would be worth a lot more, too. Now, they say location is everything, but what I say is, you know, are you sick and tired of the city? That's where I need to advertise. Where are the people who are sick and tired of the city? And they've got a self-sufficient means of income. I got something for you, but I only got one of them, okay? And actually, it could be a twofer deal. Because what I have is I've got a house, and it's only a 1-bedroom, okay? But it's got all that potential, because you can either fix it up and add on if you need more rooms, or you can tear it down and put a nice modular there. The lot is 50 feet wide and 142.5 feet long. That's pretty good size. The length? The house is only 20 feet wide. So you've got 30 feet of yard, whether it be 15 on either side, or I'm not quite sure. Okay? Probably is. I mean, if I was building that house there and that's what I had to deal with, that's what I would do. I would take that 30 feet or 20 feet. See, it's the 30 feet that's left over is what I meant, you know. You take that 30 feet and cut it in half and you put it on either side of the house. Contractor, whoever built the house, that's what he should have done. And it might be what he did, because I don't remember measuring that. That's a good idea. I'll have to go measure that from the side of the house to the where they said the lot was, because I think I shouldn't really say that, but I do think sometimes people cheat on you, like the city person, because I saw him not count things right and told the guy to mark it. You know, you shouldn't do things in front of people. Anyway, this needs to be done because the house is only 20 feet wide and the lot is 50 feet wide. That cat, how cute you are. That cat was up there trying to get the handle on the door so he can open the door. You want me to open that door? I will get in trouble. See, the other cat smacked him. The other, Cass, his name is Cass. But they're about the same age, it's just Cass was smaller. But he clawed him across the face before, so no, I'm not going to go open the door. Then he wants to go out. He was over there stretching as tall as he could, and then there, you know, there was still another 10 inches to get to that door handle. The door handle, if you push down on it, will open. And that cat was trying to get out there. Saying, let me out! Geez, I want something good. Like one of those muffins that I didn't have the other day. I ought to go get one. She told me I could have one. I don't know if there's any left, but she did say they were in the freezer. So that's what you need to do. You get them and you cut them in half and put them back in the baggie. I got sandwich baggies and put them in it. And then put them back in the container and put them in the freezer. Delicious. And the other reason for that too, not just spreading it out, but putting it in the freezer. Some of them go moldy real fast. The blueberries will go bad real fast unless they're in the fridge. Maybe, I don't know how long they'll last in the fridge. But it's just a good idea. Go ahead and cut them and put them in the freezer because they thaw up real fast. Just take out what you want. But I'll be buying a month's worth. Figure out, okay, how many can you have in a day? No, you just have one. So we have one a day. That means 30 muffins for one person. See, that could also be breakfast. Or it could be a snack. Would you stop it, kitty? Vader? His name is Darth Vader. They call him Vader. Vader! He's over there clawing up the carpet. You know, putting his nails in it and pulling the carpet up. She told me the carpet's been through all of her kids and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, she showed me how to use a steam cleaner this morning, real quick. I haven't done it yet. But I wanted to get that stain up before it grows mold or something. It was coffee with creamer. And the creamer was dairy. Okay, so I just took a sip of water, which reminded me of Dr. Barbara O'Neill. Video I watched this morning, something to do with water, and I've watched it before. You need to drink 2 liters of water a day. Not just me. I need 2 liters of water in order for my meds to be building up my bones with this infusion that I'm getting. But that's what Barbara said. She was showing all the moisture that we lose out of different organs and stuff, all the moisture that we lose. And that it needs to be replaced, because if we're not replacing it, and she's saying that a lot of the diseases out there are from being dehydrated. So we need to drink, and what she said was water, not just liquid, but water. Now for my pills to work, I don't have to have just water. I just have to have liquid, 2 liters of liquid. But she's saying that we need to drink 2 liters of water a day. Everybody. So, I mean, all those years, I don't like water. I don't want water. And then what are you drinking, people? You're drinking soda. You're drinking sugar. And carbonated